So I have some interesting questions for you now, Sarah.
Oh, we do like them.
Are you able to go back into my records again?
Yes.
Thank you. So I'm curious to find out the moment the call went out for the volunteers to help Earth right now.
This call started about, I would like to say, 50 plus years ago now. At that point, it was recognised that humanity were a danger to themselves.
Right.
A serious danger, and one that, with the development of technology, was going to pose serious risks to people and to Earth itself, or herself. That is when the decision was made to bring in as many like-minded souls who had powers. Powers of deduction, powers of communication, and these powers would be honed to be used in the fight against what humans are doing to Earth. And judging by what is available currently, I can see that they were well placed for doing that at the time. So it was a call that went out. I'm going to actually start placing it right about the time that humans actually started going to the moon, or attempting to get to the moon. That is when we realized that their innocent technology of space travel, inverted commas, was actually a cover for more intense weaponry. Now, we already had the situation in the 40s when the atomic bomb was created, late 40s, early 50s, and was actually used. That was the first idea that humans were not going the way we had anticipated. So there was a fluttering more of intergalactic, I'm going to call them help, at that point. But as the years went on, it became very, very clear that there was going to have to be a greater consciousness, and it wouldn't and couldn't come from a galactic presence, because humans are not quite ready for that, even at this day, and yet it is getting closer to when that will happen. And that is when the call went out. So you were, let me look, you were just finishing off a life, the late 60s, where you signed yourself up for this. It was all voluntary.
How did we know about it? This call?
It's to do with your consciousness, because of where you have been before, what you have done previously in your lives. You have picked a human life this time round to help, but you could have been in my position. You could be a guide. You could be on another planet. You could be anywhere you wanted. You have all that information at your fingertips. You were already aware of the way the Earth was going through various incarnations you've had, which is why you signed up immediately.
Right.
After having had another human life, you decided that you wanted to help. You were not particularly thinking that you would come back as a human again, because you'd had a lot of, not a lot, but a few human lives that were not the best because of your beliefs. So as you can imagine, you've been burnt as a witch.
Oh yeah.
And many more things have happened to you. However, knowing that this was going to be a safer time, and perhaps people are more readily reachable, you took this role.
What skills or tools did I bring with me?
You have a vast knowledge of how the universe works. You have an innate knowledge of how humans work, and you are very gifted at putting that together. You are also one of the greatest researchers that the Akashic Records has,
Wow.
because even when you are not reincarnated as a being, you are as a soul, a spirit, a being, roving around the Akashic Records, checking on things, almost like the librarian.
Yeah.
I think I would put you as.
Oh.
So your knowledge is vast,
Uh-huh.
and that is what you draw on.
Do I know you then, Sarah?
You will recognise me, yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.